the one thing about the South African youth is not just that they are unemployed. A lot of them are unemployable. They don't have the skill that is required. It bugs me how long it takes for us to fill in positions as era, just to find the right person for our stores. It literally takes longer than it should in a country that has so much unemployment. But I'm just saying, in terms of the number of students that are graduating each year, there has to be a better plan for them. There has to be something. And that's why I sometimes feel so hacked as a young business owner that I don't see or get any support from the government. And I'm not even saying they must give me money. Even just skills, like learning, whatever that they can give me to just take my business to the next level so that I can employ more people. Because I just feel like this unemployment story that we're dealing with, only small businesses are going to sort it out. Only small businesses are going to be the solution. We are the ones hiring a lot of people. Big companies now are struggling. A lot of people are getting retrenched. I heard the post office yesterday on Workers' Day was retrenching 4,900 people. So when I then got into ERA, I did ERA on my own, and I thought, okay, this is great. This is actually what I need to do, because then I have full control of what happens. And then when the brand grew stronger, and then I had more interest in business, I thought, okay, I can partner with people against my original, will. And let me tell you, my worst fear in life is to let customers down. Like, I hate letting customers down. I remember, I think I was faced with like a year of just like using my own money to fix and to deliver on what wasn't delivered to customers, because I was like, I'm going to have other products. I need to make sure that these customers still believe in me and still feel like I'm not trying to, like, maybe, I don't know, play them. So that one was a tough lesson. But what has saved me from a lot of maybe discomfort when things are out in public is just to live my life truthfully. You know what I mean? So that by the time it catches up with me, I know that either way, that is the action I would have taken. Time works miracles, you know. It gives you space to cope. It gives you, I guess, the experience to live with something. Yeah. We're still struggling very much, you know, since the time. But I feel like every day it gets better. You know, you learn to live with the circumstances, and we're much better, definitely. As a kid, because God is great, I learned that 99% of the things we worry about never happen anyway, number one. And number two, when things do happen, what is the worst that can happen? That's my first question. Like, who is going to die?
Yes.
Like, what's the worst thing that could happen? And that has saved me. That just asking myself that question in a moment of failure has saved me from a lot of anxiety, because then I need to be realistic about the situation at hand and find solutions instead of sitting there and worrying about it and crying about it. Like, I am a very solution-based thinker. Like, I love solutions. So even when failure comes, which is really uncomfortable for me as someone who plans a lot, I am very big on sitting and figuring the plan to fix this thing. So that's why I like being realistic about problems. And that's why I'll never give people unrealistic problems to deal with. I'll never say to you, oh, I'm 5 minutes away when I'm 20 minutes away. I need to give you the real situation so that you can deal accordingly with the situation at hand. That's why I need facts, and I don't need people lying to me to save me. Give me facts so that
we can solve it.
Yeah. And also, I'm very specific about my vision. I'm specific about the things that I'm able to do. I think my best weapon, again, like you mentioned, is just being as real as possible, to live my truth. But also, what freed me a few years ago was just realizing that all the things that I go through are things that everyone else goes through. I am not bringing anything new to life. Like, if I'm going through a blended family, we've been dealing with blended families for years. If I'm an independent and hardworking woman who can't cook, come on, I'm not the first one. But this is what I was telling people, that just because I cannot cook does not mean my family is not taken care of. My family is well taken care of. Like, I make sure, like, they are soft, okay? They are living, they're okay, but society is like nodding. My family is taken care of. I'm a convenience and organized person. Like, I love convenience and I'm super organized. Just between those two traits, trust me, I'll make sure your life is amazing. You'll get whatever you need before you even think of it. I've learned that failure is an opportunity to start again. Sometimes you need to just sit at rock bottom and think. Some people are very quick to get up from rock bottom. Just sit there and think about yourself. You've got nowhere else to go anyway. So take your time, learn from your mistakes, and then rebuild. I think the older you grow, the more you realize how important failure is to growth. It is part and parcel of growth. You have to fail in order to grow. And there's just, like, whenever I take people skating with me, they always say to me, oh no, I'm scared of falling. And I always say, you actually have to fall to skate better.
Right?
And I go to skating because I learned so many life lessons, things like that. Like, you have to fall in order to learn. No one cares about whether you're falling. No one cares whether you're falling or not, because they're also falling. That's another thing about failure. You worry about people worrying about your failure, they're not worried about your failure because they've got their own failures to deal with.